everybody in Barbados being given an opportunity for their parish's customs, and every parish has a nuance of its own. St.Lucy is in no way identical to St. James, and St. James is in no way identical to St. Lucy or St. Philip or wherever else. It is also about making sure that the businesses in our parishes are celebrated and given an opportunity perhaps to be tied, forgive me for putting it very bluntly, to a tourist dollar. Very often we have people coming to Barbados and they spend a heck of a lot of time in hotels, and they spend a lot of time in, especially on the West Coast, in the very salubrious restaurants and upscale dining facilities and so on. But we all know that the visitors to Barbados like to be and to do and experience that which we do. And therefore, they run shop in St. Lucy. And those people in St. Lucy who are not chefs, I don't want this thing, fancy, those people who cook, they must be celebrated. And they must be identified. And one of the things that we hope to be able to achieve is identifying the best cooks across this island in every parish. And even as I say that, we want to be able to identify those people who make the drink well, and who do that in the best of the tradition of every parish. But beyond that, it is also very important to recognize that we are trying to build bridges with that group of Barbadians who we call the diaspora. And very often that word makes it seem so distant and far, and you have no feeling and emotion or the diaspora. What does it mean? It means uncle and auntie and grand who are living overseas, your sister, your brother, and your best friend. And we want for them to come home and to not just mingle with us, but to be part and parcel now of the future development of this island. And very often when those in business talk about investment in the country, we think of a gentleman coming from overseas who is wearing a nice suit, blonde hair, blue eyes, speaks with a British or Canadian accent or some such. But we don't automatically think of our own who are living overseas, who've been living in Boston, doing some good work, and who got a little something put on side, and who should be invited to reinvest in the land of their birth, or their father's birth, or their grandfather's birth. And that is the way in which we want to build Barbados for the future. And so, ladies and gentlemen, part of what we will be doing is also reaching out to the Black diaspora community and to try to build for the first time ever, we haven't done this since independence, a bank, so that we know who lives overseas, a bank of skills so that we know what skills they have, and how we can better deploy those skills in the interest of this country and its future development. And in that way, we better have an opportunity to intertwine them and to wrap them into the commercial future of Barbados. But it is not only about the commercial future, it is also about making sure that Barbadians are looked after properly while being overseas. And we all know that there are rumblings in some parts of the North Atlantic which suggest that there is a mood over there where people do not any longer feel as kindly disposed to those who look like you and look like me and come from over here as they did before. And we have to be very frank about that. Even as I speak to you, our ambassador to the United States of America and his team are working to put together a strategy which will better enable us after the inauguration of the new president-elect to be able to relate to what we anticipate to be some of the challenges we have faced by Barbadians living in the United States of America, who may not have made themselves quite right, but who nonetheless have to be looked after because implications for labor, implications for housing, implications for ability to take care of yourself in terms of education and health. These are fundamental things, and in some ways we have to be there to help people who are And it is not only in the United States, my friends, we are seeing this sign, this trend across all over North America. So it is really time now for us to be able to be literally our brother's keeper. And part of what we're gathering is going to be about next year is to build that relationship with our diaspora in a manner in which is more deep, more meaningful, and hopefully more long-lasting than it has ever been before. Sorry, this year. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I said all of that, and I have not come to what I suppose everybody's looking forward to, which is the fun part of this thing. And obviously, there are some events which take place on our annual calendar, which will still be on the annual calendar, but it will be given in more Barbadian, diasporic flavor, or the gathering flavor, if you will. So I would expect that when we have popover, it will be a popover with a special flair. And I would expect equally that when we have some of the other market events and celebrations that we all know, the festivals that take place across the island, that too will take place. This year is also going to be about not celebrating, but commemorating the 400th year and 400th anniversary of the British settling this country. I say not celebrating, but commemorating, because there is much of that history that we must be mindful of to make sure that wrong things do not ever happen again. But equally, it is part of our heritage, it is part of the culture of this island, and therefore there must be a place for that as it is intertwined with the entire African experience. So this year proposes to be a remarkable and wonderful year. I have had an opportunity to look at Peter's calendar of events, and I'm not going to tell his story, you can tell his own. And this morning I saw the next month, which is St. Peter's calendar of events, and Mr. Jordan is here, he's the parliamentary representative of St. Peter, and his calendar of events is equally exciting. And what that tells me is that already we are beginning to get that inevitable sense of spirit of competition and contest across these parishes, where one parish will want to outdo the other, and one parish will want to outshine the other. And long may that be the case, so that by the time we come to November, and the St. Michael people have an opportunity to do their thing, and then afterwards, of course, you will forgive me, everybody will recognize by then what a wonderful parish experience St. James had offered in Europe. We can then all celebrate in Christmas and in December as one large Barbadian family. And so therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say to you that I look forward to 2025. I look forward to a very successful gathering. I once again want to thank you, Reverend Sanford, for the very warm welcome that you have given to us. And ladies and gentlemen, may God bless you all as we continue to enforce this year. Thank you.